Very quickly gets on the tarmac and makes it even more slippery than it was to start with. And slight obstructions in the middle of the track don't help matters either. And here's somebody we'll be keeping our eye on, Dick Dawkins, car number 125, the reigning world champion. Won his title a few weeks ago, but he's already got problems there, a bit of steam coming out. But we'll keep an eye on him and see how he goes. And 805, I don't think it's going to take a great deal more part in this. And that's really brought the track right down to about one car, to the point where the tarmac stops and the speedway track starts. There they come. Takes a couple of laps to sort themselves out. And then in a moment or two, we'll try and pick out who, in fact, is the leader. Remember, the object of the exercise in this, of course, is still to win the race. But if you can dispose of as much of the opposition as possible, then so much the better. And there's no better way than that to get rid of the world champion. Stuff him in the fence in a cloud of steam and leave him sitting there. Oh, and that's a very dangerous occupation, poking your back end out into the oncoming traffic. Going to make things very, very slippery down there. But Dick Dawkins doesn't give up that easily, and he's back in the melee. A beautiful pirouette there. But if you can, once you start to go, if you can keep your foot on it and finish up facing the right way, that loses the minimum amount of time. Well, now 3 laps have gone. 484 somewhere out there. 484 is the man who, at least when we last looked, was in the lead. Track getting very, very slippery. They're funneling down a single file in order to avoid getting their wheels covered in shale from the speedway track. 272, somewhat lightened by the removal of one of the wings at least. You can see now the hazard they have to face, and that's one of the problems. When you're out on the loose, it doesn't take very much of a shove on your back end to put you facing the wrong way. That's 207 Les Long, having lost a bit of time, now twiddling around to rejoin. 534, in fact, 634 rather, has in fact gone up into the lead. We've lost that other car, and it's 634 the leader, 239 is second, and 168 is third. Things happen and places change so quickly, especially in the early stages of these. It's a bit of a job to keep track of everything. But we've lost now probably something like a dozen of our starters, who are now scattered and littered around the raceway, and the others get a little bit more clear run for their own performance and to dispose of the opposition. 239, Eric Pearson from Bury St Edmunds is the victim this time. And there's 534. Dave Last from Ipswich. Won't last much longer if he carries on like that. And Mad Malk, 168, Malcolm Girling from Norwich was the victim. 534 was the leader last time round. I suspect we probably have lost. In fact, we have. Yes, number 20's now taken it up. Number 20 has shot through to take it up. Number 20's Roger Wilco. And, a really terrific crunch on the front of Dick Dawkins' motor, and I think probably that now will put him out. Hasn't done that one a lot of good either. And that's the leader just being shunted round. Roger Wilco, he's getting his desserts. 239 was second at the time he got into trouble. 802 was third, and 506 was fourth. That's the way they stood with 8 laps gone of this 15-lapper, so a little over halfway, and it's now 239, in fact, who's the leader. 239 is now the leader. These places chopping and changing very rapidly. Eric Pearson from Bury St Edmunds is the leader now in car number 239. And there he is, looking relatively unscathed. We saw him getting spun around early on, but it was a spin onto the speedway track, and didn't do a lot of damage. And he's really looking in extremely good condition. A little nudge on the back end as someone took a swipe at him as he went through. I don't think that taxi's actually got his flag, a flag available for hire as the leaders come through. But trouble there for car number 37. But he's managing to get out of the way and get back in again. Still 2:39. 8:02 is second and 5:06 is third. We'll see if we can find those ones for you amongst the mayhem. 5:10 gets a bit of a shunt from 2:30. 2:30 Ray Coffin keeps going. 5:10 is not going quite as fast. We've got 11 laps gone, still 2:39. Eric Pearson, he's still there. 8:02, holding that second place. 2:39 and 8:02, the second place man getting stuffed in the fence. 8:02 getting stuffed in the fence there. Oh, and there's Roger Wilco, an earlier leader, getting his comeuppance from 194. 130 looking to do the dirty on him any moment. Oh, he's moved, but he couldn't quite catch the back. He missed him. He missed him, and if he can just hang his back out a moment or two longer. No, he's left him. It's worked, because he finished up putting him on the outside, and he got boxed in, and that is just as good as putting the man out. Still, 2:39 is still there with 3 more laps to go. 2:39 Eric Pearson still there. 8:02 is still there in second place, and car number 5:06 is there in third. Oh, I don't know how much longer. 2:07 had a good go at him there, but 2:39 managed to survive that, and he's going to dispose of that other one into the bargain. But is he going to get him back? No. Not quite what he intended. I think 393 was originally going to try and take his back end as he went past, but it didn't work out that way. 2:39. Stopped before he got there. Still 2:39, holding on to this lead. Twisting his way round the turn. The 1 lap marker board goes out for him this time, so he mustn't do anything silly now. 1 more lap to go for 2:39. Sails down on the inside, avoids trouble there. Round the water tower turn. He's just got the back straight and 1 more bend to go. Still 2:39. 8:02 is still second, and 29 has moved up into third place, but this is the leader. He's got a virtually clear run home now. Just a couple of cars in front. Hanging on. Round the final turn. One back marker in front of him. He's going to hit the fence. He's going to hit the fence, but he bounces off. He bounces off to take it. 2:39. Eric Pearson from Bury St Edmunds is the winner. 8:02 was the second place man a moment or two ago, and he's steaming his way round here to come through. Is he going to make it? I think he might just about. He hasn't got very far to go now. Trouble goes on behind him, but he's not that bothered. He's only interested in trying to claim his second place. And he's going to make it for second. And number 20, Roger Wilco, is going to come back to take third.
Well, I must say that's a marvellous way to start our stock car coverage. I hope that you enjoy.